Alright, now we have another classic album, the 50th anniversary edition of Tubular Bells by Mike Oldfield. It's around series number 10. Let's see, it was up for order on March 31st, so, same month as the Tears for Fears, The Hurting was put up for order. It was also a 10-day pre-order, and they sold 5,000 copies of this one. Atmos 5.1, quad, and stereo. Notably, really the only thing that this release was missing was Mike Oldfield re-recorded this album. I'm not sure what year it was, like 2000, it was like 30th or 40th anniversary. He re-recorded the entire album, new instruments and everything. Also did that in 5.1. A lot of people like it more than the original recording, some people not as much, but it's not included in this release, and that's pretty much the only notable thing that's missing. It's kind of a shame they couldn't include it, for whatever reason. Probably some licensing rights, you know how those things go. But otherwise, you do get many options. The Atmos, like I said, 5.1 quad, the original quad mix from 75, the 2009 5.1 mix. You get a demo of Tubular Bells 4 that Mike Oldfield never finished. Stereo mix, all sorts of just bonus tracks. And some really nice artwork too. This is different than the original. The original is in silver and with a plain background. I like the waves on this one, and it looks good in gold. Same on that side. A little bit more detail on it. Of course, there's only 2 tracks on this album, part 1 and part 2, as many 70s prog rock albums were done. It's a picture of Mike Oldfield, who, ironically, despite his name, was pretty young at the time. Picture of the master tape. Always enjoy these. Yep. It's the master tape box. It always blows me away whenever you look at these. Like, this is the original tape that they recorded the legendary album, not just this album in particular, but with all sorts of albums. And the writing is so sloppy. Like, somebody couldn't take 2 seconds to write neatly, and it's so common. It's just crazy. You'd think they'd put a little more effort into, making sure that somebody could actually read it. This way it doesn't get, somebody's sorting through some tapes later, 50 years later, and they're like, what is this? I don't know, I can't read it. Whatever, throw it away. You definitely see that happening. It's been done before. Yeah, they talk about The Exorcist here. That's how most people were probably familiar with this album. Or at least a small snippet of it, at any rate. A pretty little interesting piece about how how much effort it actually was to restore this, simply due to the way the album was recorded originally. This was not a low effort release by any means. Pretty legendary album.